Hello, welcome back. Today's video is something that's been heavily on my mind. I believe it's heavily in my collective. Um, I think there's a reason that I have the audience that I do, that there's a reason that people watch my videos and that we're experiencing the same things. And the thing that keeps circulating into my life, I keep seeing messages about it. It keeps making its way into you can't keep doing this, about my personality, about the things that I experienced since my adolescence, and that is not hiding my light. In the phrase like lighting up a room type phrase, yeah, I think that's the one. I don't think that it's just a lighting up a room type of light. The light that we all have is people are influenced by us for some reason. And maybe you've experienced it in ways that people come up to you and ask you, hey, where did you get that drink? Or, hey, where did you get that shirt? It's something that I've experienced my entire life. And I would wonder, why do people come to me about these things? Why do people care what I wear? Why do people care what I'm drinking or what I'm eating? And I would get kind of annoyed by it. I would get annoyed by the amount of jealousy I attracted from boys and girls, you know? I would get annoyed with the fact that parents would often compare their children to me, especially in family dynamics. I always felt the need to try and protect those people from feelings of envy, from feelings of insecurity. I thought that it was my responsibility to make them realize that, hey, I'm not that special. I'm just a regular person. You're special too. And I would be like Captain Save-A-Ho. I would try and save people from those negative feelings about themselves, as if it was my responsibility. The reason that people felt those things about me is because they were inspired by me. They were inspired by the wisdom I have and the insightfulness I bring. They were inspired by how I choose to live my life and improve my life because I wasn't given everything. I'm still not, not in a place where, oh, my life is perfect and I'm still working through it. And that's what people are inspired by. That's the light that I bring. It's my endless optimism. It's the way that I phrase things. It's the way that I speak on things. And I think my collective is exactly that way as well. There's a light to all of you, to each of you. There's something that makes you stand out, that makes people look towards you as if you have all the answers. They go to you and they ask you, what should I do? And it's a lot of pressure. You feel like you're put into some leadership position that you didn't ask for, that you never asked for, but you've been pushed in and into since you were young. I've been avoiding leadership since I was young. I'm not even the oldest, and I was always treated as if I'm the oldest. I was always looked to make the decisions of the oldest sibling. And to me, it felt like I needed to coddle everybody about that. The fact that I'm so self assured and that I know how to make the right decisions when the time calls for it. The adults in my life did not meet those standards, did not take up the role of leaders well, and I had to step up. It's not because I wanted to, it's because I was forced to. It meant my own survival, it meant my own well being. And I think that's something that people don't understand. It's that I didn't choose this, I was forced into it. And then people would try and make me feel guilty for being so capable, as if it was my fault, because they felt insecure because I was capable. But I've learned to be capable through life experience. It wasn't just oh, here you go. She just automatically knows everything. No, I had to learn. And that's why I'm not afraid to share, because I feel empathy for people going through stuff because I've been through stuff and I want to share it and I want to make your life easier. I'm not trying to lecture you or tell you what to do or how to live. I like helping, I guess, because I have empathy. And for some reason, that puts me in a position where I have to be a leader, where I have to tell people what to do. And I didn't want that. I never wanted that. But I've learned to step into it. And that's, I guess, my light. That's the thing that causes me to step into a room and light that room up and have people look at me and look towards me and ask me, what do we do? I'm new here too. I don't know. This is my first day as well. Do you ever have that when you walk into an establishment and you're so self-assured that people think you work there? I don't work here. I don't. This is my first time in here, actually. I don't even know where the bathroom is. But that has been my life. That has been my experience. And I recently saw a post. I think it's literally the worst advice ever. In that if you're a woman or a person in general and you have this light about you that lights up a room, that you need to hide it because you will attract life enders that will end your life, serial life enders, as if that's our fault. I don't think you need to dim your light. I've tried it. I've tried to change myself. I tried to change my personality. I tried to be softer. I tried to be shy and unsure of myself. I tried to be less noticeable. I would hide my body. I would cover myself. Keep my head down. I wouldn't look people in the eyes. And it didn't work. People didn't believe me. I was living in fear. And when you live in fear, you know that we as humans, we're animals too. We can smell fear off of each other. And when we smell fear, we have an instinct to also be scared so that we protect ourselves. Because if you're scared, then I should be scared, right? And so then, when you're scared, you make other people scared. And now you are scared interacting with other people who are scared. And that's a disastrous interaction right there. It's going to be aggressive. It's going to be scary. It's going to be a bad experience. It's going to be a negative experience. It's going to be traumatizing. You don't want that. Instead of hiding yourself, what you need to do is just accept that you are who you are and people will feel what they feel about it. And that's really not on you to feel those things for them. It's not any of your business how people feel about you. People can be offended by something, you can apologize, but having to feel things for people, having to carry that weight, that guilt, that you are capable, that you are strong, that you are talented, that you are beautiful, that you are all of the things that they aren't in that moment, whoever they are, that's not on you to fix that feeling for them. That's not something you can fix for them. That's not something you can breathe into somebody. They have to make that decision to be that thing themselves. And so instead of dimming your light, you need to accept it. You need to accept all of the things about you, not just your light. You need to look into your shadow side, the side that you hide, the side you don't want to embrace, the side that people told you is bad, the side that people told you is negative, is too aggressive, the side of you that just wants to protect you. You need to embrace that girl too, or that boy. Because if you don't do that, you are suppressing your instincts. You are suppressing your intuition. Your intuition is meant to protect you, to guide you. And if you can't accept who you are, you're not going to know where you're going or where you're headed or what you should do because you're not in tune with yourself. You're out of balance. You are gonna be more susceptible to manipulation. You're gonna be more susceptible to bad actors. And that's why when people say you light up a room and you're insecure, you're gonna attract the wrong people because you have a lot of energy, a lot of internal drive and potential. And those people are gonna come in and take advantage of you. And it's not, unfortunately, because you're special, it's because you don't understand that you're special. You know? But they do. They see how special you are, and they're going to use that energy and those skills and that knowledge for themselves to build themselves up and to feed their ego and to make themselves feel better and to use you and your body and whatever you have to offer. And then once they're done using you, they'll dump you somewhere or they'll end your life. And the only way that you can protect that is not by hiding yourself. It's not by living in fear. The only way that you can protect yourself is to be confident in who you are, to be loud, to be aggressive when you need to be aggressive, to protect yourself when you need to protect yourself, to be light and humorous when you need to be humorous. You need to be somebody who's balanced and in tune with their instincts, in tune with their capabilities, and confidently know every single thing that makes you amazing. Because if you don't, other people will take advantage of you. And people don't want you to know what makes you special or amazing because then they can't use you. Then you don't have standards. Then you tell them to F off and leave you alone. Then you don't leave. And they can keep coming back and using you. If you were going to a store and you were buying a product that you knew was a really good quality product, but they were selling it for much cheaper, would you convince the store clerk to sell it for more? Or would you take advantage of the prices and buy that thing until they stop offering that price? I think it's the latter, right? It's the same with human beings. We're going to take advantage of people. We're going to use people and what they have to offer. If they offer it for basically nothing, for cheap. But if we create a standard where we know our worth, where we know, hey, no, there's still going to be people that go to you because they know your worth too. And you only allow access to people that know your worth. And then your life improves when you know your worth. You could be the best damn product out there. We're not products, but it's a metaphor. And people will still not tell you because they'll take advantage of it. If I saw a great dress, best quality ever, fine silk fabric that's high quality and sourced from the most beautiful caterpillars on the planet, whatever, I'm gonna buy it if it's cheap. And I'm not gonna tell the retailer, hey, you need to charge me more. Please charge me more. I'm not gonna say any of that. I'm gonna buy the cheap dress. But I know it's not cheap. I know its quality is amazing. I know that it should be worth more. And then there's some people who would buy the dress and then not even take care of it. Not even care that, like, not even really understand how worthy this dress is, how beautiful it is, how much they need to cherish it because they got so lucky. No. If there's more dresses like that, I don't care if this one gets dirty, I'll buy another one. That's how people will see you. They'll see you as expendable. The only person who can give you worth or you value is you. And then that lightness usually is when you understand that. And especially when you tap into, especially when you start acting like you are the best, people will embrace that you are the best. People will believe that you are the best. People will literally uplift you and be like, yep, Look at Balenciaga. Ugliest clothes I've ever seen. But because of its value, people believe it's the best thing they've ever put on themselves. And that's how you need to see yourself. That's how you need to see your light and the things that you bring into this world. It's that they are high value. And you need to allow people to see it. Because if you hide it, what's the point of living if you're not allowed to live? Like, you're only allowed to survive. You're only allowed to hide yourself and pray that nobody attacks you and pray that nobody gets jealous of you and stabs you in the back. That's not going to happen. People are still going to see your value. People are still going to see your good traits. You're not going to hide them. They already exist. You can just decide on how you're going to embrace them and how you're going to live with them. And if you, let's say you are a king and you have a castle, people are going to know you have a castle. It's up to you to be able to defend it. And how do you defend it? You know it's valuable. You find the right people to defend it. You find the right people to support you. You stand up for yourself. You have boundaries. You have standards. That's the only way. You need to know your value and you need to protect it and you need to have systems in place to protect it. But hiding it, throwing a tarp over it and pretending like it doesn't exist isn't going to do anything. We all know it's there. And since there's nothing there defending it, we're going to take it from you, right? That's how humans work. And how do you begin defending yourself? You love yourself. You see your value. You see how beautiful and important you are. And then you let your intuition guide you, because your intuition will give you answers. Especially if you're a woman, you understand how important your intuition is. It's saved you so many times. So allow it to save you. Allow it in. Allow yourself to feel, to be. That is what it means to not hide your light. And that's why you shouldn't, because not hiding your light actually protects you, allows you to step into your light. It allows you to step into that energy and harness that energy for yourself, not for others to take advantage of. Same thing if you're beautiful. If you're a beautiful woman and people are saying, if you hate men looking at you, if you hate being bullied by women that are envious of you, why don't you make yourself ugly? Because it's a miserable existence having to hide yourself. I want beauty too, just like anybody. Why can't I be beautiful? Why can't I allow myself to live and to be myself? If I'm somebody who loves beauty and loves being beautiful, I should be given the opportunity to be beautiful. But that doesn't mean I deserve disrespect or being harassed or being bullied. I don't deserve to live in fear and having to hide myself and make myself ugly, as you say. Especially because beauty is not just physical. We're three-dimensional. Beauty is energy. Beauty is everything. It's visual. You can feel it. You can hear it. And if you're hiding your beauty, your inner beauty, and your visual beauty, you're living in fear. And it's not worth it. That's what that response is to, why don't you just make yourself ugly if you hate being seen? Because you're seen either way. You're seen either way. You're going to be perceived either way. And instead of surviving and living in fear, why not live in beauty and peace and happiness? You can spend all this time protecting yourself and hiding yourself, and it won't even do anything to protect you. I know, because I literally lived like that for like 20 years. And that didn't stop people from attacking me. It didn't stop people from breaking in. It didn't stop people from harassing me. It didn't do anything, making myself ugly, making myself small, making myself quiet. It didn't protect me. And then I had a moment when I was in danger, and I took all these steps to protect myself by living in fear, by hiding myself. And I realized that my sorry, miserable existence was not worth it. And in that moment, when I thought I was going to die, because I could have, I was just thinking about the things I regret, which is not allowing myself to live in beauty, peace, and happiness, not allowing myself to live in my light, not allowing myself to be great and excellent, and lighting up a room just because of how other people felt, just because of what other people might do. It's not worth it. It isn't. So stop hiding yourself. Try it out. See what happens. I can tell you from my experience, it's only been good. If anything, I feel more protected. I feel more at peace. I feel more safe. There's people around me that are protecting me now. There's people around me that are guiding me. My instincts are guiding me. God is guiding me. My spirit is protecting me. And it's because I choose not to dim my light, to step into it. I'm also gaining success from it too, because I'm allowing myself to be excellent, intelligent. I'm allowing myself to challenge myself, to learn new things. I don't need to make myself smaller. I'm seeing how vast the world is and that I can only get bigger and bigger. And I think you should too. Thank you for listening.